So this little Echo is a demo from Nick over at Lewis Power and Equipment in Grants Pass. He's like a local business guy, and I like to support him because he's super cool. Back when I was selling logs, he would come with his self loader and pick up logs, and he was always super reasonable and timely. And now he owns the saw shop, and he asked me if I would demo this, and so I thought I would demo it in front of the entire world, or at least the world that watches me. And so I'll show you what this thing looks like. I got a little tree to cut down, and maybe it's good, I don't know. And if it is, you can go get one at Lewis Power and Equipment in Grants Pass. First of all, let me just point out that I know that this little saw is not meant for this type of job. So it's a tiny little thing. It's meant to, like, for some little lady to be working on her hedge or something, or trimming roses, I don't know. But I thought, for the sake of my buddy Nick at the saw shop, promote his store and show something that he sells, because he's a local guy. All right, first cuts. Let's just see. I kind of wish that, I'm right-handed, I wish the cutter head was over here, because the body of the saw is in my way, but it'll be good for this side. It's very light. So I ran the one made by Steel, and it had no power at all compared to this. This definitely has a lot more power. That was handy, you gotta admit. It's so light. that you don't have to turn it on. There's no on switch like the other battery saws. You just pull the trigger and you put this little thumb. You have to press 2 buttons at once like the presidential nuke, but you don't have to turn it on. I guess that's what turns it on. It has been showing itself a little bit handy. See, you press this and this. Definitely more than halfway. Some of the limbs are pretty decent sized. How many bars? It's saying 4 bars. That's pretty good. think maybe it's a pretty aggressive chain for this tiny thing. I think maybe a thinner quarter pitch chain would make this smoother cutting, but it's definitely, I mean, it's light years better than the one that Still makes. I mean, let's see what kind of bars we have. 3 bars. I hope they all last as long as that first bar did. That's kind of a chattery cut. Throw this over my shoulder. Well, I wondered if it would get all the limbs on the tree. Now I know it got all the limbs and the top. I could see myself crawling around in a tree, pruning or something with it and enjoying the lightness of it. Very light. I like to compare it to the others. I like Milwaukee. I got a bunch of Milwaukee stuff. I could compare it. I think this is lighter. I guess I'll have to cut around in a circle to get this little bar to work. Come on, you know you're a little impressed. I don't care who you are. armor's getting a little short.
Yeah, I noticed. I'm actually impressed that you made it that far though.
I know.
It's actually pretty impressive.
All right, we're just gonna flop the rest from the ground with a bigger saw. But there you have it. What is it called? Echo DHS 3006 pruning saw. I don't know what it weighs, but it feels light. All that work, and we've still got 3 bars on the battery, which that's kind of surprising. So you make your own conclusions, what you think of it. I find it a bit handy. I'm a Milwaukee guy, and they treat me good, so I'm not saying I'm switching or anything, but you could if you like to. I just want to show you my local guys saw shop inventory. That's all. All right, have a nice day.
All right, you guys, August doesn't know I'm filming this because he's rolling his rope up. Go to the comment section and tell him how good of a job he did. We'll see you on the next one.